For all my life, they say I'm a failure, end up in jail, I ain't proving right. My mama, she told me before, son, you get I understood, but I ain't see the vision. A nigga kept going, and now I'm winning. Some people I put my trust in, try to fuck with my image. Oh no, you didn't. Some say you forgive, but don't forget it. Now you know how we do. Lock that back door, don't let no one through. I told Michi in these streets ain't no rules. He say, cuz oh, this life we ain't put on with it. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, then we them niggas. And now we rich now. We got money. I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up for nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young rich nigga.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, I ain't playing with your ass. Nigga, I ain't playing with your ass. You chasing greatness. You got greatness talking to you. Become great.
Yo. You already know who it is. It's your boys, the Rize Podcast. With your boy Coach Squeeze. You already say who I got in the house. The one, the only Coach Josh in the building. The legendary Coach Josh, breeding those young lions to be future world champions. And he doing his job. He's smacking them. We live at the Upland Boxing Gym, y'all. How y'all doing? Top of the morning, top of the afternoon. Y'all know how we do over here. All access on the turntables, cutting and scratching. Y'all already know how we do. Yo, let me get the sponsors out of the way. 5-time world champ, 4 different weight classes, first ballot Hall of Famer, Baltimore's own. You see the hat? Promotions, redesigning minds one mind at a time. We know a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Shout out to www.kenichibed.com. Use code TRP. You'll get 15% off. Also, don't forget to go on www.narslipgallery.org. Use the code RIZE10. You'll get 10% off. Check out Damari. He an artist in and out of the ring. Don't forget to go on www.miakillerb.com. Get your merch. She coming off a devastating knockout victory in her last fight. She in the lab. She in the lab. R.I.P. to John Boy. R.I.P. to Miss Tanya Vandross Jr. And shout out to EOE, Education Over Everything, Bad Girls Promotions, 4 Corner Boxing featuring Maurice and Jenny Jones. Go over there every Wednesday night to 15 rounds of boxing. Also, shout out to Just Do Boxing, Hardcore Boxing News, Miss Mona, B&B Boxing News, Richie Baby for the Fire intro, Richie Threads. Go over there to his website and support his merch. Ayo Boxing, clothing line, what's Pro Soul boxing gear and clothing apparel. Don't forget to go on the RizePodcast.com. Get your merch. We got those coffee mugs and those beanie hats. The weather about to change, y'all. Don't forget to come on down where we at now, live at the 1901 Pennsylvania Avenue. Make sure you have on your gear, if you understanding what I'm saying. And last but not, shout out to Under Armour. I can't forget them, man. They handling their business, supporting the kids at the gym. Everybody going to school looking fresh and flit eye with the Under Armour gear on. Last but not least, the official gear of boxing. Coach Josh been getting on me. I gotta get back in the ring. I'm looking like roly-poly right now. Y'all can say it with me in the chat on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Box Raw. We got you in, Coach Josh. You gotta come a little closer. He got this little ripped up background drop. He should have kept it live. We here at the boxing center. Yeah, he could have kept that off. They want to see where it all started, the history.
I'm disappearing.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Abracadabra. The title for the day is, did matchmaking fail Tim Tszyu, or was Murtazaliev just too much? And thank you to Boxraw for draping the boxing gym out. The kids is gonna pump them up, man. Yeah, he say that's screen green. That's some with his little backdrops. He could have took that off and kept us live, without that. I don't do them no more because it is. It does that. But what's going on, Coach Josh? Top of the morning, top of the afternoon. Man, you normally don't get up this early. I'm shocked to see you in here, nephew.
I know, right?
They on my nephew time. They tripping. You know what I mean? All right, man, we're going to dive right in because Coach Josh got some things he got to run around and do in here.
So matchmaking?
Yeah, where you want to start, nephew?
When I hear matchmaking, I get to thinking about Turkey Al-Sheet.
Mm-hmm.
All the fights that he made, basically all the big names been losing as far as him matchmaking. As far as Turkey. Even like last night matchmaking with Tim Tszyu and how you pronounce his name? I can't pronounce his name.
Murtazaliev, I guess.
If you put $1 on him yesterday, you made some money. So because he wasn't the favorite to win. So like that matchmaking, you looking at the names, we automatically thinking Tim Tszyu gonna win. But that boy could hit though. That boy was strong. I don't know if Tim Tszyu was overpowered, overmatched, or he just ain't the same since the Fundora fight, since the cut. You know, but that boy that he was fighting yesterday was strong and he was tough. I wouldn't mind Terrence Crawford fighting him. So at 54, that would be a good fight.
Do you see you saying that? Do you see Slim giving them a little bit more problem stylistic wise than Matrimov did?
We talking about Bud or
Bud? Because you say you wouldn't mind seeing this young man fight.
No, because
Bud, do you see a disparity in his style that could bother Bud?
I would just want to see the power because we seen Bud last fight with how you say his name?
Matrimov.
And we seen that he was real strong at 54, and that was Bud's first fight at 54. Now, this dude last night that Tim was fighting looked stronger than Matrimov. So I would want to see how Bud favors with the power, but Bud will do way better because, you know, he got better feet movement, head movement. I don't know what the hell Tim Tszyu was doing last night. He just looked outmatched. He looked like a D-class fighter, you know. And he made the other dude look like a goddamn A-class fighter. Now, back to y'all, Kenny and y'all point last night. That was a C-class fighter that beat, hold on, would you call Tim Tszyu an A fighter?
I never was brought on Tim Tszyu fully. This was the test for me, and he failed it. But prior to this, I would have gave him a C+ fight.
Okay, so that means he fought a D+ fighter, a D- fighter, and lost. So I don't know. Styles make fights. The matchups, a lot of matchups this year, the big names has been losing. Even like this Anthony Joshua lost as recent. Andre Jared Anderson, he lost to Martin Bucoli. Goddamn, all the big names, all the favorites that's supposed to win, been losing, just like Tim Tszyu last night. So, but that's what makes boxing interesting, though. All it takes is one punch.
Any given Sunday.
Yeah.
Now, saying that, what you just said, do that discredit any of those names that you just named from the bookie side and from the people that love the sport and followers of boxing? When they lose, is it fair to say that they wasn't on that level, or were they exposed, or they had a bad night? How you looking at that?
It depends on how you lose. Because you could be a Pitbull Cruz and lose to a Tank, but go all 12 rounds and become more of a bigger star. Or you could be Tim Tszyu last night and lose in 3 goddamn rounds and get knocked, that the fight gets stopped. You understand? So it depends on how you could have a war in there and lose on your shield, and we'll give you more credit, you know, like we'll want to see you again. Then sometimes you just lose and we just be like, yeah, it's over with. Like Chris Colbert, you know, we seen him fight Rayo. They robbed Rayo, then he fought again, got knocked out. Then he just fought again, got stopped. It's like, yeah, we don't want to see you no more. It's over with. It's over with. But even like a Shakur, we still want to see Shakur fight. You know, he ain't losing nothing. A lot of people just got different fighting styles where it depends on how they fight. Like, we think Shakur boring, but we still gonna watch him to fight. He just ain't lose yet.
Now, I'm gonna throw this on Coach Josh, y'all, and I'm gonna throw this in y'all lap, because in sports, upsets are made to happen through the course of history of sports, right? I need to know, and I'm asking Coach Josh this too. After a loss, and you got dethroned, if you was a champion, or if you was in line after this victory to fight for the championship, you lose, but you come back smoking everybody. How do you feel about that type of fighter going through that maturation process? Damn, did I just use that word on the home? Yeah, well, don't ask me the definition. I hope I used it right. But how do you feel about if a fighter lose, you bet on him, your money, you bet the kitchen on him, he lose, and then you like, man, he a bum. Then he come back and start smoking everybody after that loss. How would you feel about him?
I mean, it just showed me that he's been battle tested. He ain't let that L break him. I mean, look at Tevin Farmer. He took 4 or 5 losses, still became a world champion. Adrian Broner was a world champion, undefeated, lost to McDonough. But people forget McDonough was one of like his best fights. And then he still came back and was winning after that, became champion after that. So it just depends on like a Rolly. Rolly goddamn lost the Tank and still fought for a world champion, a world title, his next fight. So it depends on your promoter. It depends on how you performing. And I respect the dude who could take a L, bounce back, come back winning, like Anthony Joshua.
Mm-hmm.
He was winning. We thinking and then he'd take another L. But sometimes you could just, I mean, it's boxing, shit like a roller coaster. Everybody not going to be undefeated. You're not going to win all your fights. And if you're a fighter fighting 8 fighters, you're going to lose one day. Or you just going to be you're just going to be like a Floyd. But Floyd, we ain't going to say, we going to call Andre Berto an 8 fighter. He didn't fight all 8 fighters. You know, like some of Floyd fighters that he fought was C-class fighters, and it just go like that.
So when you classify Andre Berto A, B, or C?
D-. No, that's disrespectful.
Damn,
that's disrespectful. I give him a C+ because he was a world champion. He beat what's the little boy? What's the boy that headbutted Pitbull?
This is Victor Ortiz.
He got that was a good knockout for him to become a champion. So I ain't gonna say D, but for skill,
skill. Okay, skill.
D-.
Okay,
yes.
Okay. I wouldn't give him like this. Make a difference. I wouldn't give him a D-. I would give him a C-. I would give him a C.
That's a D. A C-. You might as well give his ass a D. That's the same. A C- and a D is the same. It ain't no difference.
Wasn't he a 2-time world champion though?
He had some pop. He had a little pop, but no skill.
But no skill. If we talking skill, Because that's my boy. I love the action that he displayed in the ring. He was exciting. But if we talking skill, I can agree with you on that skill set wise. But Tim Tszyu, I didn't see the fight, y'all, but I'm gonna go back and watch it. But I never really was sold on Tim Tszyu in the first place. Because he beat Tony Harrison, he smoked them and was riding high. Like, I mean, to be all fair, to be honest, a win is a win. You in there putting your life on the line. We get it. That's your job. That's the sport you deciding to bring wealth into your family with. So we're gonna be a little bit more critical of your performance because that's what giving now analogy of what we see from these fighters. But I'm gonna also say the past generations of the Sugar Ray Leonards, the Roberto Durants, the Muhammad Ali's, all have suffered losses, but we still put them up in the upper echelon as the best that ever put on gloves, and they legends of the sport, and they will never be forgot from their performances in the ring. How you feel about that? What's the difference between then and now with a loss?
Well, that's a good point because I never thought about it like that. But when you just broke it down, you got me thinking. How many losses Ali got? Like 5 to 7?
About, I'm gonna have to look at it, but at least about 5.
If a motherfucker had 5, 6 losses in today's generation and had his same career, we wouldn't even be talking about he's the greatest of all time and all that. Just because it's the times. Like Floyd did make it where as though fighters don't want to lose an O. I don't think some fighters care about losing their O, but a lot of fighters, they don't. If you could give them a choice, nobody would want to lose their goddamn O. So in today's society, I don't think you could take as many losses as them dudes back in the day and be considered one of the greats. Like even Mike Tyson, we consider him one of the GOATs, right? How many goddamn losses Mike got? Mike lost to Douglas. He never beat Lennox Lewis. He goddamn quit on Holyfield.
He lost to him twice, right?
Yeah, he lost.
That's 4.
He quit on his stool against the white boy.
That's 5. God damn.
Who else he lose? But I'm just saying, we still look at Mike like one of the greatest, most vicious motherfuckers put on a pair of boxing gloves. But he still lost to his prime against a C-class fighter in Buster Douglas, and he ain't looked too good in his later part of his career. Even when he was in his prime and got out of jail, he lost against Holyfield, right? Never beat Holyfield. Never beat Lennox, right?
Nope.
So, and we don't look at no fucking Lennox Lewis and like they one of the greatest and all that. Holyfield always been one of like my top heavyweights. I always felt like he'd been slept on.
Now, you just did this. You got Evander, Mike Tyson, and Lennox, right? 3 heavyweights. And out of those 3 heavyweights,
Holyfield,
2 of them, you skipped over one in the middle. Not saying you per se, all of us have. When we look back at the greats in the heavyweight division, Lennox Lewis don't come straight off the top of your mind, your thought process. First thing come out of your mind is Ali's, the Mike Tysons, the Evander Holyfields. Even though Lennox Lewis was a great champion,
Lennox lost to a Baltimore nigga. He got his belt took by a Baltimore nigga, and that dude was a skill-wise, we giving Hassim a D. Damn, that's disrespectful.
Damn.
But like power and pop, I give him a B. Like he wasn't the best fucking boxer. That's why he had that belt, and we seen what happened when the very next fight when Lennox knocked his ass out.
So you were saying that was a lucky punch the first fight?
No, it was Lennox just ain't. No, I'm taking it. I'm popping shit now. No, you're right. It was I ain't gonna call it luck. It's boxing. Any punch could be goddamn. I mean, that's what I train for. So any punch can land, but you know.
Yeah. Well,
I don't want to be disrespectful to
no,
a fellow Baltimore. Too late.
You know, I'ma say it like this.
I think I had no skill though.
I'ma say it like this. For all the people in the chat, the family in the chat, how y'all doing? God bless y'all. Out of all the people in the chat, when a guy loses, and it's certain ways that he could lose. He could have got robbed on a scorecard. We could say the cliche Stevie Wonder, see, he won that. And some people might say, I give it to him. He didn't pick it up this round. But to be respectful of a warrior getting in there, going in the face of danger, I'm not going to beat him up if he take an L. And I seen that he gave it 1,000%, but I could see if the other fighter just might have a little bit more will with him that night. That happens. But that's not going to discredit him from being a great champion and becoming a champion again and wreaking havoc on the sport. How you feel about that, Coach?
Like you said, yeah, I don't knock no fighter who gets in the ring, because they are putting their life on the line at the end of the day. Sometimes I just be mad when you could see that sometimes dudes just don't do the proper training. Like, there's no way you should be like Chris Colbert. He just fought Wednesday. That boy was dead tired by the 6th round, and there's no way y'all should be that light. You fight that 130 and you gassing this much in the 6th round, but I don't know how much it does play a part in when you take your punishment too. But I don't knock nobody who gets in the ring. I just hate people who quit on a stool and you could just see they giving up. Like Ryan Garcia when he fought Tank. You see how fast that boy popped up when that bell hit 10? But he made sure he stayed on that motherfucking knee, because sometimes you just know what you about to get yourself into, and you can see it. Some dudes really are just quitting that ring. You know, that's why I respect Earl. When Earl fought Bud, Earl would have had to die that motherfucker if they didn't stop that fight. Like, he went out on his shield to me. So I didn't knock Earl for losing or getting beat up how he got beat up. Some dudes just quit, and you can see them quitting just in their body language, how they fighting. But I still respect everybody getting in the ring, though.
Hunter on the Hunt say, what's up, Coach Josh? Where you been? In the comments.
That's where I've been, in the comments. Just chilling.
There you go, Hunter on the Hunt. You know what I mean? He the Bob Erm of the appearances on the.
I was forced on camera today.
Not Bob Erm, Al Heyman of the appearances on the Rize podcast. But you could go on Fresh Films Poll and check him out in his content. He bringing that heat, y'all. He bringing that heat. So check him out on there, Hunter on the Hunt, bringing you his boxing content.
Hunter on a Hunt?
Yeah, Incredible Hawk of the Rize.
Hunter on a Hunt. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Melody Queen say, what's up, Coach Josh? Salute, King.
Hey, salute. How you doing today?
Yeah, they showing you love up in here. But do you think Tim Tszyu can bounce back from this?
Yeah, I mean, it's his first real, like, devastating loss. Because even when he lost the front door, a lot of people were saying it could have been a draw, could have went Tim. Because, you know, we gave him a you know, he got cut. So a lot of people were saying if he didn't get cut, Tim would have won that fight. And he got cut bad, like gushing blood since like the 2nd round. So to me, this was like
over the eye, not under the eye.
Yeah, and I felt like that showed me his heart. He was battle tested, and Fundora. I mean, it's gonna be hard. You fighting a motherfucker the same size as Magic Johnson. I don't give a fuck how good of a boxer you is. You feel what I'm saying? You fight a motherfucker 6'10" that can box. So I feel like this was his first real loss. Whereas, like, we looked at Tim Tszyu, like, where I was looking at him like crazy. Like, I ain't say he just ain't look the same. I don't know if the last fight took a lot out of him, because you know they say some fights you just never the same after, and that was a real bloodfest type fight he was in. So I don't know if that shit just changed him or what, but I don't know. I mean, he can always go down and fight B-level, C-level fighter, get a knockout or two, then start moving back up in competition. But nobody thought, what was the dude name he just fought?
Don't even get me the line.
But we didn't look at him like an A+ fighter.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, Tim, how would you fare against a Terrence Crawford, a Charlo, a guy like somebody like that?
And they was yelling that for a while, Tim Tszyu and Bud.
Yeah, so I don't know how that would go. So he need to come back. He need to fight a motherfucker like a Keith Thurman or something at 54. And I don't know, fight a few C-class fighters, get like a B, and then try to go for a title again or something.
Got you. Ralph 707 say, Coach Josh, a big fan of your Spawn videos.
Oh, I appreciate it, fam.
Keep them up, man.
I appreciate it, fam.
Yeah, Josh crushing these videos, man. He's showing y'all actually the talent of what we got in here on the fighters tip. Brashy McClendon, what it do, family? Tim got exposed. Who is going to be willing to fight a guy like Murtazaliev? Don't even who can box and hits like who can box and hit like Murtazaliev at 154? LOL. Coach George say Bud. He would like to see Bud.
Charlo could make his comeback at 54. Charlo been inactive for like a year, 2 years, so he can come back and fight him
and jump back in the ring on that.
And Charlo a Doug. He a little pit bull, so I really feel like
the big one.
No, the little one at 54.
At 54.
Castano.
Yeah, at 54.
So I feel like he could. I feel like Big Charlo done. Lord Charlo still got a lot in the tank. That's
Big Charlo, he ain't lose. The Big Charlo ain't lose.
Yeah, but you went 12 rounds with a dude that came from 47 in Benavidez, the older Benavidez.
Yeah.
You just had he got into his car wreck. He just went to jail. But he been having mental problems. He went through life problems. I ain't saying he done, but I feel like if he get put in there with a Berlinga or somebody like that, they gonna crush his ass. To me, just my opinion.
That's interesting. You said that because I would love to see him in there with Jamie Munguia.
He died.
What's his name just for Canelo? Berlinga. I would love to see him in there with him because if you ask me, I don't think he really fought nobody of no real significance at that weight class yet for me to put him up there with the upper echelon of the 160-pound division.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
No, he's 68 though, right?
He's 68.
Big Charlo, right?
Super middle.
Yeah, he Hey, you guys, we on the show here. Y'all, what the hell is going on? Jeez, motherfucker. Hold on, let me show y'all. Look at Kenny and them. Hold on, can you sit?
Y'all trying to dip down.
Oh, Kenny trying.
You gonna pull the cord?
My motherfuckers come and have a whole conversation. God, how you get my?
What's up, y'all? Limp ball smarmy in the building. You got lean forward, coach.
I'm just tapping in. We in the gym on a Sunday.
Y'all see, disregard that last fire alarm, y'all. False advertisement. Y'all see who we got in here? Future world champion, the hard-hitting, undisputed in 3 different weight classes. And if he don't watch his weight, he will be going under 4 weight classes. Don't only one of my favorite fighters of all time in Upton history. He just coming off an accident. So thanks for the prayers that y'all sent my nephew in his recovery. Junior in the building. Junior.
I just want to thank everybody for y'all saying prayers with me and just
Look in the camera, man. Come on, man.
I said it.
Come on, you guys stay
peace and hair grease.
All right, peace and hair grease. Y'all heard him, y'all. See, that's what stars do. You know what I mean? Let me bring my boy in, future world champion over here. The one and only, the hit man, super fly in the building. Yo, we breeding champions, yo. Super fly, how you feeling, champ?
Good. How y'all?
Say what's up to everybody that be asking for you out there, man.
What's up, y'all?
Where they can follow you at?
On Instagram. My
What?
page is Lord Dada _Dada__ Superfly.
Okay, y'all. I mean, he coming. I don't know what else to tell y'all. These hitmen, they coming down here, man. You know what I mean? When your next fight? You got tournaments coming up or what?
December. Nationals.
Woo! Come on, baby. We need you to be right. We need you to bring this thing home this year. Huh?
I bet.
My man. All right, champ. Hey, y'all always hold up. That's it. That ain't no shit. Hey, that's how we do down here, baby. That's how we do. Yeah, man. I'm saying the Warriors, man. We got a lot of Warriors, man. He a veteran, you know what I mean, in the sport. But everybody, man, up in here, make sure y'all smash that like button, man. Appreciate y'all, man, the support that y'all show us, man, in the comments in the chat. Everybody showing us that love, man. But the fight last night with Tim Tszyu, they say he got steamrolled. So I didn't see it, but I'm not surprised that he got exposed. There's levels to it. So, you know what I mean? You can't look good against subpar fighters. And then when it's the call of duty for you to step up and fight these big fights, you gotta be able to you gotta be able to step up, seize the moment, take advantage of these opportunities, and you can't drop the bag. See, in boxing, we'll call it dropping the bag because you don't get that many times to keep being able to fight at the top level in your weight the division. Just like, I don't know if y'all remember a little history real quick. Shea Smith out of Floyd Mayweather gym was fighting his whole career, and he became a champion in the later part of his career. He won the IBF title. I think it was probably at 47 or 54 or something like that. If I want to be corrected. But my point is, some of these guys fight their whole career and don't become champions until later in their career. But when we pull up the history books over the years, Shea Smith in the history books of being a world champion. He didn't defend it, but you can't take away from he was a world champion. He knew how it tasted to be a world champion. Let me go over here to my family in the chat. Tasha Reese White and everybody in the chat. We was chopping it up. I ain't forgot about y'all. Appreciate you guys. You know, we wanted to keep rolling. We do what we do. Okay, Tasha Reese White say he ain't really get exposed. He fought a champion. Tasha Reese White also say something gonna happen to Devin when he comes back. Okay, random thoughts with, don't even get me started with that last one. Els Prig Ocom. I hope I did you good. I think dude was just far better than him. I can agree with that. Coach Squeeze, what's your cash at? $, Coach Squeeze. That's what it is. $, Coach Squeeze, champ. That's what it is. But yeah, he definitely got exposed, man. $ Coach Squeeze, D1. Yeah, appreciate you, man. Appreciate that love. Melody Queen say she put it in the chat. Yeah. $ Coach Squeeze. That's what it is, champ. Appreciate the love. But I drive old cars. These new dudes saw for real. Matchmaking getting better and fake goods getting exposed. I drive old cars. We talked about that. Me and Coach Josh talked about that. Can we be fair to say can we be fair to say that thanks champ and the Cash App for the love, man. It's levels to it, man. I just want to be clear, man. Even us, man, they all human beings. They get in the ring and try to display their talent. Like us, some days are better than others. You know, we not gonna every day ain't gonna be our best day. So we don't want nobody beating us up, you know. So, you know, unfortunately for a sport, you get, depending on the sport, you get a couple of chances to become great, show that you're great, you know, but you don't keep getting the opportunities time at the time. But if you show up in big fights, and you take advantage of them on the big stage, that's where I think we as fans rate you as. Do you show up in the big moments? Am I correct, guys? But am I correct? Stretched out boxing. Nobody knew the guy Tim fought. Now they're saying Bud can't handle him. Make it make sense. Yeah, well, you know how it is. I drive old cars, but I'm on senior computer. I'm not gonna touch nothing and mess nothing up. I tell you that. He'll fuss me out. Tasha Reese White said his opponent kind of fight like Berta Beeve to me. I drive old cars but squeeze. The no-name people really putting in the work like COVID last opponent. Yeah, no name far as notoriety. But when it comes to throwing those hands, you know, these guys, Coach Calvin said all the time, these guys, they coming to win too. They coming to make a name too. So on a wide spectrum, they might be no name, but to them in their mind, they world champions. They coming to spin the table. They coming to change the narrative. So how else you supposed to, I drive old cars, make your name, taking advantage of those opportunities when they present themselves. So shout out to the guy that beat Chris Colvin. Shout out to him, man. Can he put together some more? You know, can he put together some more? So, you know, that's how it normally happens. You know, so Coach Josh was saying to me before he left, he would like to see Bud fight old boy, but they saying that Bud gonna be fighting the winner of supposedly Earl and Fondor. I would like to see, yeah, but they say Earl not the same as he used to be, so I don't think that fight will ever have the steam on it like it would have been if he never was in an accident. Von Wise, in time, everything go show if you that dude or not with me. Tim was last night and everybody seen it. I agree. Von Wise, I totally agree. D1 AWM and Murtazaliev is a bad matchup for Bud. Bud don't do well with pressure, and that guy is punching. We watched him struggle his last fight. That's why people think Bud could get beat by him. I think he did great against Metrimov. D1 for his first debut at 54. He dethroned a champion. That Metrimov ain't no goddamn chump. In boxing, is he an A, B, or C? Metrimov definitely is a B or B plus, depending on who you ask. Boxer. Let me know how y'all feel about that. Metrimov with no chump. You saying Bud struggled with him. It was his first time up at 54 fighting against a defending champion. I think he did a hell of a job. If I've been fighting at 147 for years, and then I go up to 54, fight the best guy, one of the best guys at 54, and I get my hand raised, I mean, they ain't rob old boy. Not to me. It depending on who you ask. Let me see. I drive old cars. That's all I'm saying. People give me hell for saying Canelo, Bud. Damn, it jumped. Shoot. And I don't know how to scroll this thing. I don't want to mess with this computer, y'all. I missed your comment, chat. Oh, there it go. That's all I'm saying. People give me hell for saying Canelo, Bud, and Tank the only elite of the era. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Their work speaking for themselves. You got to go by their body of work. You got to. You see what I'm saying? You got to go by their body of work. Courtney Thompson, Bud going to get stopped at 154. Buzz has never fought a top level fighter that wasn't crippled. You entitled to your opinion. So you saying everybody Bud fought Courtney Thompson was crippled? Interesting. You got a right to feel how you want to feel, champ. You got a right that I don't agree with you, but you got a right to feel how you want to feel, champ. You got to ask yourself, Courtney Thompson, who else out there beating a lot of guys being there crippled, and you don't know that something wrong with them, that they're injured or anything. Brashley McClendon, if Spence come out and put Fondor on his ass, I feel that the Spence versus Crawford is warranted because it was a lot of questions about Spence's health. I totally agree. But Spence couldn't let that payday go. Y'all gotta realize them numbers don't come through like that all the time. Shit. It's a lot of times I go to work hurt for peanuts. So these guys, when they the days they gotta fight and they gotta show up for work. Whether they at 100%, they gotta Tank hurt his hand against Pitbull Cruz, and in his mind, he was like, shit, you know, I don't got all my tools, but guess what? Calvin say, figure it out. Figure it out. That's what Calvin told him in the corner. Figure it out. So you seen Javante using that one hand, spinning around. Oh, man, that was, for me, that was one of the, what you got, champ? The drink. What they got in there?
Oh, they got some Canada Dry now.
Got you. For me, that showed me, which I already knew, but that showed me a lot what takes to be a champion, overcoming adversity, an injury in the ring, and not making excuses. Basically, he beat him with one hand tied behind his back. I ain't gonna lie. I would have liked to got that fight right back after I healed. That's just me. I think that would have been a nice payday too. Pitbull versus Tank 2. I think that would have been, 100% Javante. D1 AWM. And do you know how people downplay boxers, acting like they ain't nobody because they don't know who they are when they couldn't get up and run around the block off their ducking couch? Gotta watch my mouth, my nephew in here. I drive old cars, say, Bud do just fine with pressure. He adjusts to everything in the ring. Yeah, he entitled to his own opinion. I don't know how he's seeing that. That's just like Bud was pressured a lot of fights. He's been pressured. BBG, great backdrop. So this senior computer, so he get the love for that. Appreciate you. Vaughn Wise, big facts. No distance control, no clinching. When hurt, pop back up fast. Every time instead of taking the 8, no IQ show. Miller Films, you heard me? No. What?
Wi-Fi.
We still on. We still rocking.
No, I was saying good shows.
Oh, thanks, coach. Yeah. I drive old cars. Spence might even show up to fight. My great brother of distinction and style, Coach Squeeze. Salute, my man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Hey, man, make sure y'all smashing that like button, y'all. Make sure y'all smashing that like button. DWAWMJBT. Earl can't mess with that dude that beat Tim last night. No way. No, I wouldn't throw Earl at him right now.
Oh,
I wouldn't throw Earl at him right now. Told y'all Spencer's double D definitely done. Yeah, BBG, it was a clinic work Tank put on Cruz. Coach Calvin told him figure it out. He say figure it out. Vaughn Wise, I was watching the fight like, man, Tim, stick your jab on dude. He coming in reckless. No, Tim want to plant his feet and bang. You know what I mean? It's levels to it. You know what I mean? Some people one-dimensional. Yeah, Tasha Reese White. Pitbull did mess that rematch up. Easy bag for both of them. You're absolutely correct. D1, Vaughn, I questioned Tim's training. His corner let him fight on in the front door, fight when they should have been stopped at the 4. This one, he comes in there with a puncher, hands down. I always said Tim Tszyu was a puncher. He never really displayed no boxing ability for me. You can't go and beat everybody off of one dimensional. You know what I mean? So let me see. Thomas Hill, D1, bless up, champ. Congrats to you and your family on your son's huge accomplishments. Big move in the right direction. Thomas, 100. Yeah, my son put his jersey in the rafters. 53 total touchdowns in high school and 5,800 yards seats the all-time for his school. Damn. Congratulations, man. 5,800 yards, 53 touchdowns. That's impressive. All-time for his school. Congratulations, man. Congratulations, man. That's a huge. We're gonna have to call him Mr. Touchdown. Mr. 5,800 yards. That's impressive. That's impressive. Thomas Hill hit the Mickey freaking like button. 65 people up in here and only 42 likes. Rocco McBride. He didn't even had to look for Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu came right to him every time. Yeah. Yeah, man. Tim Tszyu showed that he couldn't box on the move. He couldn't get out of the way of old boy's pressure. That's what I'm getting. You know, you gotta be one-dimensional, more than one-dimensional when a guy bringing that heat. You gotta be able to box. Yeah. Yeah. Salute hardcore boxing news technique. This is a major blow to Australian boxing. Tim Tszyu went out like a pitch with towel action. Hey, I guess they wanted to save him, man. Von Wise, I grew up seeing dude like AB and Rasheed Warren in the gym in Cincinnati. It was basic stuff. Tim didn't show he had. Yeah, good point. Good point, Von Wise. Good point. Yeah. Yup, the top dog of all time. Thanks, Squeeze. Yeah, that's huge. 53 touchdowns and 5,800 yards. Yeah. I want to see more of him on the next level, man. NFL. We want to see him make it to the NFL or go to college, get that NIL deal. You know what I mean? Take care of his family. Definitely. Yeah. Melody Queen, 27. Be sure to stop with us for your boxing merch. Take your pick from all shows on the JBT network. Hardcore, what it do, champ? Yeah, man. So Tim Tszyu got exposed last night. You can run, but you can't hide. And it is what it is, man. You know, on to the next one. On to the next one, man. You gotta get back in the lab. If I was to see Tim Tszyu, I would tell him, get back in the lab, train more harder. If you would ask me, I would want to get that back. Get that back, get that fight back, and handle his business. Brashy McCandon, Tank press conference this week. Y'all, we here. Rashby the coach. Yeah, are the coaches not in camp for this fight with Roach? I'm the wrong one to ask that, champ. Can't give out no misinformation. D1, he's on his way to college, doing the right thing. And if we counted JV, 2,700 yards and 28 touchdowns in his one JV year. Man, where the hell he play at? Where y'all live at? 28. This kid, man, he destined for greatness. At JV, that's what I'm talking about. He worked hard. That's a young man that worked. I wish the best for him, and God keep lay his hands on that young man, body and mind, and I want him to be able to make it so he could take care of his family and not only that, bring that generational wealth to his family, man. Vaughn Wise, this why I love watching Tank. I care for the knockout, but it's the basics he does effortlessly that showed me he's that guy. Thomas Hill, as far as Tim Tszyu, he has been able to get away with menial head movement and keeping his head on the line because he's been bigger than most of his contemporaries in the ring. But back to the lab. D1, you say I live in Buffalo, New York. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Shout out to D1, man, and his son. Okay. D1, you can watch that after the show. It's his highlight video from last week's game when he broke the records. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely going to pull that up. Happy Sunday, Miss Arena. Yeah, man. Let's go, man. Stay in the lab, young man. And like I say, may God continue to bless him and that he be successful on every level of football that he played, man. Because I watched Colorado yesterday. Deion Sanders boys killing. Them Sanders sons, they legit. Yo. Yeah, they legit. D1, I appreciate you, OG, and you're in my prayers daily. Tough what you're going to do. Now I'm praying for you, Doug's. Yeah, man, losing my stepson, man. My son was tough. You know, we laid him to rest, but it's a part of life that sucks. But you gotta keep on pushing. And I'm remembering the good times. Ha 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 ha. Time for Timothy to make a Rize appearance, Squeeze. I'm sure he would. We get him to come on here. That'd be nice to chop it up with Timothy Bradley. Yeah, I wouldn't mind chopping it up with him. Yeah, Timothy Bradley. Yeah. He could come on here and get some love. He definitely could come on here and get some love. Yeah, we don't discriminate over here. We don't hate or we don't discriminate. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Let's see how Tim Tszyu bounce back from this devastating loss. I gotta watch it, but you know, it goes along. That's the ugly part of the sport. Ali lost to Frazier and came back, smoked him. Yeah, looked like he never lost to him before, but no discredit. I was mad when Ali lost to Frazier the first time. because I ain't care too much for Joe Frazier's style. But hey, it's boxing any given Sunday. Thomas Hill, my condolences, Coach Squeeze, my prayers to you and your family and the extended family in the gym as well, Smoothie King. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you say Hemedy is tight. Oh, I got you. It was a typo. It's all good. It's all good, brother. Yeah, it's all good. But Von Wise, Squeeze, you go watch the fight and say Tim was completely lost out there. Yeah, well, you know, like I say, man, it's like when you get on that stage, you gotta the bright lights, preparation, hard work. You gotta get on there and you gotta show up, man. Definitely gotta show up. Gotta show up when you're on that stage, man. But anything else you guys want to ask me in the chat before I get on up out of here? This is y'all time. Anything y'all want to ask me for the family in the chat? This y'all time right here. Feel free before we wrap it up. We're ready to close the show down. Anything y'all want to ask me, and then my power that I can answer for you guys. Just come on up and ask me. But if not, have a safe, blessed Sunday. Be safe during the week. And as we always say on here, man, you know, keep your hair greasy and the clone easy. In the words of Mr. Will, Coach Kenny, a.k.a. Limpball Swami, the Bible, love over hate, Coach Calvin, we do what we do, and the Smoothie King, right back at you with another one. Thomas Hill, Tim Bradley is the very definition of someone who applies misguided love in various ways and circumstances. He really is only showing Tank love by the way he approaches Tank with his commentary, Coach. Yeah, you know, it's all good. But have a blessed Sunday, man. On to the next one. We see y'all on the next one.
Some say you forgive, but don't forget it. Now you know how we do. Lock that back door, don't let no one through. I told Michi in these streets ain't no rules. He say, cuz all this life we ain't over this. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah, yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, then we them niggas. And now we rich now. We got money. I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up from nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young rich nigga.